There are few things in life as satisfying as popping this. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and I'm not talking about popping a squat or popping a pimple. I'm talking about popping bubble wrap. That wonderful translucent package protector. The mover's best friend. Yeah, bubble wrap. It's an amazing, amazing invention. It protects things we're shipping, and it makes us feel better. Popping those bubbles is akin to some of the greatest meditation or therapy you can imagine. I even have an app on my phone for popping bubble wrap when I need to engage the squeeze and I can't get my hands on any of the actual bubble wrap. Since it's Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day today, I've written a little bubble wrap to celebrate.
Bubble wrap. This is the bubble wrap. I can't keep the bubbles from popping, no matter how fast I'm talking. But I got to tell you what happened and why I'm bubble wrapping. I saw the boys stomping on my package when I was walking home to get some bubble wrap to protect my possessions from the movers that must be suffering from depression. Like they got to teach me a lesson for trusting them to follow directions. So I'm bubble wrapping, cause anything can happen when you're shipping and the carrier's tripping. But once I got popping, now there's no stopping. Now I literally bubble wrapping. Bubble wrap. This is the bubble wrap.
Not everybody's day goes according to plan. A lot of people, when their day falls apart, go online and share what's happened. I share their stories with you. Epic fails on Rock 107.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying.
Over the past 48 hours, my husband has ignored a dog with a broken leg because it's not our dog, so it's not our problem. And he also ignored a young boy lost crying for his mother in Aldi because he's not our son, so he's not our problem. I think I want a divorce.
Le who? The her.
I've hit a new low in my financial troubles when I left my work to retrieve 25 cents after seeing someone drop it across the street.
Loser.
My wife told me to stop talking about my depression in case the neighbors hear and think that she's a bad wife for not being able to keep me happy.
Loser.
Their lack of success makes us feel better about our lives. Epic fails on Rock 107. My college hookup buddies started sending my wife our dirty chat logs. Not only have I not spoken to her in years, but the logs are time and date stamped from when Obama was president. She's never met my wife, and I have no idea what she hopes to get out of this.
You're a loser. A lazy, obnoxious loser.
I bailed my mom out of jail. She was in a hit and run, then resisted arrest. When I asked why she didn't stay at the scene of the accident, she unapologetically said, I was going to be late for church.
I'm a loser. I'm a loser.
My drunk neighbor couldn't get into his apartment and thought it would be a good idea to poo in our yard. He left a pile of diarrhea under our window and poo-stained napkins all over the lawn.
You're a loser!
Their defeat is our victory. Epic fails on Rock 107. I've been bi-curious for years, but always too shy to seek a woman out to attempt intimacy. Well, I finally hooked up with a girl I've had a crush on for a while. Not only was it an amazing, mind-blowing experience, she also left me with a searing yeast infection.
What a loser!
My cat vomited down the heater vent. It went very far down. I'm not sure I got all of it. I guess I'll find out this winter.
You are one pathetic loser.
My boss asked me to call his new phone to make sure it was working. When his phone didn't ring, he looked at my phone to confirm I called him. My boss then saw that I have him entered into my phone as douchebag.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The Kansas City Chiefs will take on the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, February 11th. Andy Reid is confident he'll be successful. Not about winning the game, but in cleaning out every all-you-can-eat buffet on the Strip. The IRS launched its free tax filing pilot program today. It's a great service to use if you definitely want to end up owing money. Speaking of taxes, the only sure things in life are death taxes and Ravens QB Lamar Jackson choking in the playoffs.
It's 60 minutes meets gone in 60 seconds. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Until they turn on the game. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Yeah, 9% of people who plan to watch the Super Bowl say they don't even know what teams are going to be playing in it till the game starts. For the record, it's the San Francisco 49ers, who I hate very much, versus Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team. It's the most anticipated event for people who love football, people who love commercials, and people who love an excuse to stuff their faces with snacks, yet 1 in 11 viewers don't have a clue about which teams are playing until they flip the TV on. I mean, come on. It's not like they just throw any two random teams out there. It's not like a surprise birthday party. It's like they're treating it like a suspense thriller. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year? Woo! Tune in. We'll find out. Look, it's not a mystery novel. It's a football game. So let's talk about the average viewer, because apparently they're only watching 29 minutes of the actual game. And I get it. There's commercials, and we love those. But 29 minutes? It's like watching a movie and leaving before the plot even starts to thicken. 1 in 6 people say they'd watch less than 20 minutes. Each quarter is 15. It's basic math here, unless there's overtime, so let's not complicate things with math. I guess the most important thing, for a lot of people is the grub. 77% say good food and good snacks are essential for a great Super Bowl party. Me, I think shutting your mouth so I can watch the game is essential for a great Super Bowl party. But look, the top 5 Super Bowl snacks: chips, dips, hot dogs, pizza, and burgers. So basically, we're all just trying to see how much junk food we can cram into our mouths in one evening, and then we blame it on sports. God bless America and the Super Bowl. And let's hope the dip isn't as bland as Niners QB Brock Purdy. Do you like candy with nuts? Well, then you're going to love this product. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Reese's brought back their pink peanut butter hearts for Valentine's Day. And they're all over social media because people realize they look like something else when viewed at the right angle. Or the wrong angle, I guess. I mean, if you flip them upside down, they bear a striking resemblance to a part of the male anatomy. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, look, they've been available on Amazon since 2019. This is not a new product, but I bet you they have a surge in sales now. And just don't let them linger in your mouth too long, or your friends are going to call you out. If you can't picture the Reese hearts I'm talking about, they're the more vertical ones than round. They're stretched out like a heart, okay? So as a bonus, they look really droopy when they're turned upside down. It's like the candy version of Grandpa unzipping his fly, okay? Look, evidently the Reese's folks tried to come up with different names for these candies and quit. But I have the top 5 rejected names for Reese's chocolate hearts. Here we go. Number 5, peanut butter ball bags. Top 5 rejected names for the Reese's chocolate hearts. Number 4, creamy crunch confections. Number 3, pecan playthings. The top 5 rejected name for Reese's chocolate hearts. Number 2, testy treats. And the number 1 rejected name for Reese's chocolate hearts, D's nuts. There you have it. Said there was an auction. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I'm calling about the Facebook ad for the quad.
Yes. I still have it.
Okay. And who am I speaking to?
This is Ralph.
Ralph, great. My name's Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, all right, here's my question. It runs like 100%, right?
Yes, it's in great shape.
Okay, and in your ad it says it has to be sold by Friday, so that's your deadline?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't find any place on the ad where I could place my bid, so that's why I'm calling. I just want to leave my bid with you. Would that be all right? I want to bid $150.
Well, I'm not sure. Is that your offer, $150?
I mean, if nobody's bid yet, I want to start at $150.
This seems well worth more than $150. And again, there's no way I'm selling.
Right, I get that, but that's where I'm putting my bid. I want to start my bid. That's why I want to start my bid at $150.
What bid? There's no such thing as a bid. I've never even heard of a bid.
Are you not selling this on Facebook Marketplace?
I am selling it.
Okay, well then I'm bidding $150. That's my starting bid. My opener is $150.
No, $750 is a great deal.
Sure, $750 might be a great deal, but it doesn't make any sense. Why would I bid full price?
I don't know what you're talking about. Bid. This isn't an auction.
Well, look, it says you have until Friday to ballot. You got to sell it by Friday. Am I right?
Yes.
All right, and nobody else has placed a bid, so I want to put one in at $150.
I did not. I never put on my advertisement $150 or starting bid.
Look, I know you put full price, but nobody starts at full price. You don't start at full price. You tell what you'd like to get, and then we start to work our way up based on who wants to pay the most for it.
I've sold many things on before. This is the first time I've ever actually had somebody bid.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Look, I'm telling you. All right, look, no. So you're saying no to 150. 150's out even though on the first one.
This is not an auction. I think what you're thinking about is eBay or OfferUp or whatever.
Listen, all the same. These sites are all the same.
They're not all the same. They're not all the same.
What's the difference?
The difference is that there is no section or I've never indicated on my advertisement that to bid on this vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where you're coming from.
Okay, what does it say for the price on your ad?
$750 firm.
Right. So what do you mean by that?
What it means is that $750 is my best offer. I'm not going to go anywhere lower than that.
I just want to know. I want to know if you're going to take 150 or what's your lowest price, okay?
No, I'm not taking 150.
Okay, well, what's the lowest price? I should be...
750. That's my lowest price. My best offer. Yes.
So 750 is the opening price?
Yeah, at this point, I really don't even want to entertain you.
Well, look, it's not entertaining. In fact, it's frustrating, to be honest. I'm just trying to buy a quad. I got a trip coming up.
Well, I'm sorry. You're not going to get...
Well, really? Is that so? We're done then?
No.
What's it going to take? What's the price? Let's be real here. Let's just talk real.
No, I'm not going to offer it to you at all.
Really?
I don't even
okay. So no amount of money. Like you wouldn't take $10 million for it.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that.
Right. So there's a price, right? There's a price. There. What is it, my friend?
The price is definitely not 150.
Okay. So what is it? Let's go up. Now we're doing it.
What is your name? Is Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
Where are you from?
I'm from Prossyville. Do you know where Prossyville? Have you heard of that?
No, I've not.
Okay, it's a place where you make prank phone calls on people and then put them on Rock 107. Ralphie.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm Prospector from Rock 107. Your friend Jeff gave us your number and said he's got an ad for a Quasar, so I thought I'd try and treat it like an auction.
Are you kidding? Oh
I'm serious. Well, I'm kidding. I'm seriously kidding, okay? Are you sure you don't want to take 150?
I'm definitely sure of.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
The city of Decatur, Georgia has been serving cheese sandwiches to students with unpaid lunch debt, but a major fast food chain just stepped in to help. Arby's donated $88,000 to cover that debt. They also donated $115,000 to cover debt at 3 more Atlanta area schools. They're donating a total of $1 million this month to pay off school lunch debt at 762 schools across the nation.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
If you need to shake your groove thing while you're shaking something else, this chain of convenience stores may have the bathroom for you. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Most roadside convenience stores, they don't want you using their bathrooms, right? And, well, the feeling's kind of mutual most of the time, but one chain is making their bathrooms more fun, making it almost like a destination to get there for their bathrooms. It's crazy. Look, I know when I'm on a road trip and the Taco Bell aide a few miles back is trying to make a run for the border, I'm looking for a little entertainment in the John. Well, Hop Shops of Kentucky's got the answer, and it's not bourbon-infused ice cream or fried chicken-scented candles. No, they've got a red button in the bathroom that turns it into a disco dance party. I mean, really? Who knew the secret to restroom happiness was a dance floor and a mirrored disco ball? You can feel like you're in Saturday Night Fever when you're doing the Green Apple Quick Step. Here's the manager of one of the stores with the disco pooper.
We tell people to go in there and push the button because a lot of people come out and say, well, I didn't push it because it tells me not to. And we'll say, well, he's winking at you, so we want you to push it.
They'll just burst into laughter. And then they come out and they run out and grab family and run back in the bathroom. And it just brings a lot of joy.
Pretty wild, pretty fun time in there.
It's funny. I love it.
Just know when you're dancing in the dark, someone could open the door at any time. You don't want to be caught with your pants down.
The customers loving it. You got people twirling while they're washing their hands, doing the hustle as they dry off. Some even attempting the moonwalk in front of the paper towel dispenser. It's like a mini dance revolution happening there. I never thought I'd see the day when people would be breakdancing next to the hand dryer. And the best part, they got that music pumping through the speakers. You walk in and then you're surrounded by like the sweet beats of Staying Alive or The Freak. Who wouldn't want to do a little two-step while answering the call of nature? It's like your bladder is the dance partner you never knew you needed. So here's a song I'm expecting to hear when I push that disco potty button.
Oh, I love to party in the party, the disco ball flashing above the star. If there's a drip, I might slip and end up with my head in the toilet bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
We've seen people get back together again, even after a divorce. But I don't think you're bouncing back from this. A guy in central Pennsylvania is facing charges after he stole his father-in-law's life savings and then went on a spending spree. The son-in-law is 29-year-old Andrew Booker from Altoona, PA. Last February, he called cops to report a break-in and claimed someone stole his father-in-law's safe with $2 million inside. They were immediately suspicious, so they kept an eye on him and noticed he started making some large purchases shortly after the theft. Even though he'd been unemployed, he managed to buy a brand new ATV, a brand new Harley, and he'd go to buy stuff for $30 and pay with a $100 bill, then tell him keep the change. He always paid in cash, and that turned out to be his undoing. His father-in-law had been saving up for decades, and most of the money was older-style bills. Employees at the store confirmed he used old bills, and they said they smelled musty. Turns out Andrew and his wife were in the middle of a divorce when all this went down, and he used a bunch of the money to take care of his new girlfriend. He got arrested last month for theft and a bunch of other charges. His new girlfriend also got arrested because it turned out she knew where the money came from. Thankfully, it sounds like police were able to recover most of the cash, but in under a year, he blew through about $140,000.
Nominee number 2.
If you heard someone hotwired a vehicle from a Walmart parking lot, it probably wouldn't be that surprising. But what if the vehicle was an Amish buggy? What would it be then? Hot raining? I don't know. An Amish family had their horse and buggy stolen while they were shopping at a Walmart in Michigan, and police were called. I mean, surely not by the cell phone that Amish people were not carrying, but somebody called them. Fortunately, there were witnesses. A truck driver saw a suspicious woman take the buggy and gave a description to the police. Cops knew who she was. They had some kind of interaction with her earlier that day at the Walmart, but there aren't any more details on that. Police found the stolen horse and buggy later that night and were also able to find the suspect at a nearby motel. She was charged with larceny and larceny of livestock. The horse and buggy were returned unharmed.
And the winner is
the thief who stole a vehicle from a Walmart parking lot. That vehicle, an Amish horse and buggy. Oh, she was caught. And she's the Yam Bag of the Day. And we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, Friday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.